am ready to go. Let's get to it. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Anthony Glenn. I'm a buy and hold investor out of sunny Southern California. And today we're talking about the VA Loan Masterclass. Yes. All right. For those of you who have just joined, we're going to be, look, this is a rapid fire room. I am live on Twitter and YouTube. And I need max participation, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask every single person right now in this room, okay, before we get started, I want every single person to raise their hand and get on stage. And the reason why I'm asking you guys to raise your hand and get on stage right now is because I need as many people as possible to raise their hand and get your butt on stage, okay? And the reason why I'm asking you guys to raise your hands is because I want this room to blow the hell up, okay? I'm going to need you guys to get on stage with me. I am live on Facebook and YouTube. And today we're going to be rocking and rolling. I'm actually live on Twitter Spaces as well. So for those of you who don't know, we're going to be talking about how to master the VA loan, how you can be involved in the 10X VETS movement. And then also we're going to be dropping some nuggets. And we're going to start with the first word, concessions. So every single person right now, I want you guys to put the word concessions in the chat. I want you guys to put the word concessions. Moderators, please help me bring everybody up. Okay. And then I'm going to yield the mic as we're getting this room set up. I want to start with the magnificent Sierra Taylor. Do you want to let the people know who you are and what you do?
Sure, why not? Why not? So, good morning, everyone. My name is Sierra Taylor. I am a real estate professional here in Southern California. I work alongside Anthony and Ian and Bruno and the rest of our beloved team. I am a veteran. I am a investor. I am a board member of multiple nonprofits. I am also... Did I already say I'm a real estate professional? I did. I am also an accountant as well as an educator for our team, the 10X Vet team to be specific. And I look forward to talking about the VA loan. I'm also a VA loan as a veteran. I've went through the process of, buying out a VA loan as well as buying with a VA loan. As a veteran, so I have a lot of insight. I've also helped other veterans use their VA loan, so I'm very familiar with that product and the entitlement as a whole.
Outstanding. And if you can, moderators, I don't know why I got to remind y'all this every single time. Can y'all pin the link, the Facebook group up top? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, as we're rocking and rolling with this, we're going to post our Facebook group at the top so you guys can get in there and subscribe. And then also you'll be able to see myself, Ian Jensen, Bruno, and potentially Sierra live and in color. Guys, Ian Jensen is actually here rocking and rolling with us on the ones and twos. And I am live on Twitter Spaces. Ian, can you jump on Twitter Spaces also and pin the Facebook group up there, if you don't mind. Okay. And guys, we're simulcasting, so we want you guys to ask as many questions as possible. This is going to be a rapid fire room because we got a lot of stuff to do. And guess what? I am going to Miami. I'll be in Miami tomorrow with the Winning Real Estate house. And then we're going to Miami. We'll be in Miami having breakfast with Grant and Elena Cardone. And what we're going to be doing there is that we're launching our 10X VETS movement. Let me talk to you about what it is real quick. Number one, personal professional development for military spouses. Okay, trying to help them get into business and actually structure their property with a trust and everything else. And also how to protect their property with an LLC. And also if they're looking to do anything outside of that, getting in the 10X Ladies event. Second thing is VA Loan Masterclass, doing what we do here. So teaching veterans how to master the VA loan with the VA home loan benefit, cash out refinances, partnerships, joint ventures, and then actually buying a property with no money down and then utilizing that property with a cash out refinance to invest in other real estate. And then the last and final thing would be a 10X VETS brand ambassador. Okay. Become a brand ambassador as a real estate professional and then help us magnify this movement to reach 21 million veterans, what equates to approximately $450 billion in real estate sales. If you guys want to be a part of that, if you stay tuned during the power hour, we will let you guys know how you can partner with us. Now, without further ado, let me introduce my man, Bruno Nascimento, and then I want to go over to to Ian for a quick introduction, and then we're going to get started.
Hey guys, good morning, man. My name is Bruno. I'm down here in Southern California, like the rest of the crew. Like everybody else, man, I'm a veteran and I am a real estate professional, and I specialize in making homeowners out of veterans and helping them invest. So excited to be here and looking forward to contributing and adding value to somebody's day today.
Outstanding. And I see my brother Kyler just jumped in. Ronald, T, Letitia, Jackie, Terrence. I want to say welcome to the stage, guys. You guys are always proud supporters. Make sure you guys follow these people, especially my man Terrence, Jackie. They're always here helping support, and then all of the moderators before we get started. But I want to get straight into the teaching. Here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. Okay, if you guys want to know how you guys could do a joint VA loan with a veteran. That means that you're not a veteran and you want to utilize the VA loan to buy a property with a non-veteran. I want every single person here that's in the listening lounge to raise their hand right now. So I'm going to ask you guys to do me a favor. Hit that clipboard down at the bottom. I see 7 people raise their hand. Can I get 10 more people? Because I see Andrea, Miss Dials, I see Mr. Johnson, Monique, Lawrence, I see Miss Joyner, I see Kenny, I see Camila. I'm calling you guys out. Here's what I'm going to ask you guys to do. All of the people in the listening lounge, I want every single person to raise their hand and get on stage. Now, this is what you're going to get. If you guys don't know the tempo or the room, anytime that people raise their hand and they're supporting us, we take a screenshot to see who's helping us grow this space. So before we get started, I want every person to raise their hand and get on stage and just pull up on the stage. We're going to bring you guys up and you can park your avatar there. What that does for us is it helps us grow this space. We already have approximately 30 people here and 49 total. Our goal is going to be 300 people in this space today. So let's rock and roll. Ian, you want to introduce yourself real quick? Let the people know who you are and what you do.
Yeah, everybody, thank you. Thank you for coming in here, pouring into yourself, enriching your own environment. We appreciate y'all. My name is Ian Jensen. I'm a VA loan specialized real estate agent down here in Southern California, here at the EXP group with Anthony, Sierra, and Bruno on stage with our awesome supporting staff here, Mr. Kyler, for showing up. So my background is in construction and a little bit of agriculture, a little bit of both actually, but hey, we'll run it. And then currently getting involved in the multi-unit investment space, doing burst strategy, that kind of thing. So I want to offer up my help to anybody here who wants to be able to enrich themselves. So thank you all for coming in here and supporting us and supporting yourself. But back to you, Tony. Appreciate the intro.
Outstanding, guys. And then let's go over the word concession so we can go ahead and get started. Before we get started, does anybody on stage have a question? Okay, so Kenny, everybody that's in the listening lounge, if you have a question, this is a no pitch, no spam zone. This is going to be the pace of the room right now. We're going to teach for 10, 15 minutes. We're going to do a quick room reset, and then we'll open it up for questioning. That's going to be the pace of the room right now, okay? So does anybody on stage have any questions that they'd like to propose to the room? And if you guys don't know, typically when people ask questions, the first person that asks the first question, those are the guys that we get some people in, get them followed on Instagram. We pour a lot of information into those people. So if any of you guys have any questions, feel free to ask a question. Does anybody have any question before we get started? Any questions? Going once, going twice.
Yeah, I got a question if you want to start on it.
Let's go.
All right, all right. So, question that I want to propose to everybody. So, we always talk about the VA loan, but like, what is the biggest benefit of it right off the bat?
Okay, the question was biggest benefit of the VA loan. I'm going to yield the mic to my sister Sierra first, and then Bruno, and then Ian. You go ahead and jump in.
All right, thank
I
you.
think so. I will off the bat say this: the biggest benefit. There's so many. I'd say this. My favorite part of the VA loan that I really exercised is and pushed to the limit is the zero down payment for the loan. It made a total difference, especially whenever you compare it to other loan products and what they have to put down depending on what the list price is or the offer price is. So, for example, when I purchased my home, I didn't have to put down any money. And at the time I had purchased my home for 515 and with zero down. Someone else that was purchasing my home would have had to put 3 to 5% down, whether they use, FHA 3%, 3.5%. Um, Conventional, they would have had to put 5% down. Like, I don't know what that looks like. And so I really appreciated
25.
that. I really appreciated that luxury of not having to put any money down. And so now, um, and when I say I don't know what that looks like, I don't mean I don't know the numbers. I mean, I don't know what that feels like to have to put a down payment down on a loan. And so that is probably one of the biggest benefits, but there are so many perks to using this loan product that I will dish it off to either Ian or Bruno because there are a lot of benefits to using your VA loan.
All right. Yeah, so one of the things I can tap in on is another big benefit is so on top of you not having the money down payment requirement, you don't have mortgage insurance. So despite you not putting down 20%, which is typically what you would need to put down, not to have any sort of mortgage insurance, you get to do zero money down, and then you don't have to pay mortgage insurance, meaning that your mortgage payments are going to be less, and then you also have the low interest rates. Ian?
Ian, are you there?
Sorry, y'all. You can hear, like, trying to be on Twitter and Clubhouse gets a little tricky. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we could hear you. Lima Charlie, brother. Okay, for those of you who don't know,
Beautiful.
Lima Charlie is loud and clear.
Yeah. So like my co-host nailed a lot of the big entry level. So entry level benefits of it too is 100% you got no money down. So Sierra used the example of like an FHA loan. If you didn't qualify for that, or you wanted to do a different situation like a conventional loan where there's kind of no mortgage insurance, or like Bruno was talking about, like you would need like for her example, let's say 500,000, you need 100 grand cash, like out of your investments, like out of your pocket, cash, not just in your account somewhere, cash, like in that house in order to just to knock it down. So like having that as a head start gives you a huge advantage to be able to kind of build your equity, build your net worth a lot faster. So I'm going to leave it there because we got a lot more to talk about, but like, let's face it, that is a huge benefit about having zero money down. And then what we're going to talk about later is all the different types of properties you can also get. It's not just your personal, it's not just, well, it is your personal residence. We'll talk about that too, but it's not just a single family, y'all. So stay tuned. Over to you, Tony.
Absolutely. And I think before Tony goes in, because he is the Grim Reaper when it comes to VA loan entitlements, he knows all of the quirks and the little secret shortcuts to making deals happen, especially using your VA loan. And it's completely legal, of course. That 100% cash out refinance is like, that's the cherry on top of the ice cream that has whipped cream on it. That 100% cash out refinance.
Outstanding, guys. And let me give you guys a quick let me give you a quick example. Okay, so here's what we want to do. We want to do a case study now. Now, there's so many benefits to the VA home loan benefit, and we're just covering a couple of them. And we're going over the concessions rule real quick first, because this is what we're going to do. Okay, so did you guys know that the VA loan will allow you to pay off your personal debt? So let's just say my homie Dante down there in the listening lounge that I just invited to the stage calls me up and he says, "Yo, Tony, I know you was a veteran. Okay, I know you are a U.S. Marine, because there's no such thing as ex-Marine or prior Marine. Once a Marine, always a Marine, okay?" And he says, "Hey, I want to utilize, let's do, I got a house to sell, and can you help me?" And then I'm going to oblige him. And I see Drifty that's on Twitter Spaces. Thank you for joining us. And for those of you who are listening, we are live on Facebook. So if you want to see my face, okay, click the link above my head, and then you'll be able to see us live and in color. We're simulcasting on Twitter, Clubhouse, and YouTube. So if there's any questions that you guys have, please put it in the chat while we're on this live session, because you got an opportunity to do this. How do you do a VA construction loan before you PCS to your next location? Okay, so, I got that question for you. I'm going to answer that question. You'll be able to type your questions in the chat on Clubhouse, or you'll be able to, right now we're live on YouTube, and we're rocking and rolling. So I'll be able to answer that question for you. So he calls me up and he says, and I want to use a VA loan. Now, I can do a joint venture with him by putting zero money down by going on title and leveraging the VA loan. And then also, if he's selling his property, let's just say that he's selling his property and he has to get out of that property very quickly.